So I just got back from a first date, and all I wanted was pho. All I wanted to do was go get some ramen, and it turned out to be a fucking disaster. I'm pissed. I just wasted my lunch break on this. Let me tell you guys what happened, and as always, if you like my stories, like to hear about my awful dating life, feel free to drop me a follow, but let's get right into it. So I ended up meeting this girl on Hinge, and I know what you're all thinking. Christian, why are you still on Hinge? Tinder, Bumble, Raya, none of them are better. Christian, why haven't you given up on dating yet? I'm in it for the long haul, okay? You can't strike out every time. So anyways, I ended up meeting this girl on Hinge. She was cute. We only texted for like 2 days, which I know was pretty quick, but I thought, you know what, let me invite her to lunch and get to know her. Over text, we did the normal, like, what do you do for work? Tell me about your family. And I found out that her office is like 10 minutes from mine. Or so she said, because if she acts like this in public, I don't know how she has a job. But she said she had a job, so whatever. And we decided to meet today at 11:30. I've been craving ramen since I made it a few weeks ago. So I asked her if she wanted to go to this ramen place. She said yes. Also, am I saying it right? Is it pho? Pho? Let me know. But we planned to meet at 11:30. I was finishing up a project for work. I texted her, hey, I'll get there at about 11:40. She was like, not a problem. I know, I always hate on everyone for being late, but I had work. It's like, what do you want me to do? She was understanding. She said, I'm gonna go get us a table, meet me here. So I get to the ramen place, and there's literally a line out the door. I don't know how the hell she got a table, if she showed up like a minute before everyone else did, but I go in, and I see her just sitting at a table. She's sitting there waving me down, drinking a White Monster, which I thought was a bit odd. I don't know many restaurants that sell White Monsters. I don't know many girls that drink White Monsters, but that's just besides the point. I head over to the table, I go to sit down, I realize the table is dirty. You can see crumbs, spill marks that just dried, and I sit down and I do my little introduction, and then I start looking around to see what the other tables look like. Maybe it's just how this place is. And she looks at me, she goes, don't tell anyone, but I just sat myself. Oh, you cut all the people that were in line. Honestly, pretty smart. Don't know how you got away with it, but I respect it. I asked her if she's had a server yet, and she was like, I just called one over. He said he'd be with us in a minute. The server comes over, does his little introduction, and halfway through he goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me get someone to clean this table. He takes our drink orders. I got a Coke. She just got a water. The waiter brings our drink over. The busser comes with him, cleans the table, and I'm really excited. This place is packed, which means it has to be good. Like I said, I've been craving ramen for a while. So we're sitting down, just chatting, regular, get to know each other type of conversation, checking out the menu. At this point, we're just talking about our favorite places to go outside of work, because apparently we work right next to each other. What bars, what restaurants, etc. And the waiter comes over. I always let the lady order first, so she orders her pho. I go to order mine. She goes, he'll have the same thing large, extra broth. The waiter looks at me a little bit confused, and he's like trying to confirm. Honestly, it sounded great, so I was like, yeah. Okay. I don't really need a large, but I guess I'll take some home. And we just get back to conversation. We are basically yelling at this point, though, because the restaurant is so loud, so busy. And to my surprise, the food came out pretty quick. One odd thing, though, while we were talking, she finished her White Monster, right? Just mid-conversation, didn't say anything, tried to make it so